Hello and welcome to my video lecture on the use of field sets on your HTML forms. So field sets are nice. They're not just visually more pleasant, but they serve other functions as well. So let's take a look at what happens when we throw radio buttons onto a form. Right. So here's a set of radio buttons and a set of checkboxes that I'm going to put onto my HTML form. I'm going to tab them over so they look a little bit more in line with the rest of my controls in my HTML form. So here they are. If I save this and I go to my web browser and I refresh, I see a section that has a label across, not so much a label, but some text on my HTML form. And then I see my controls, my radio buttons, and for now they don't have the forms, the label set up with 4 attributes, so clicking on the labels doesn't do anything. But if I click on the actual buttons, they do. The actual controls, everything works the way it's supposed to. I see that my submit button, again, is not where I want it, so I'm going to change that. So that's what it looks like if I just put these controls on the form. What I wanted to show you, however, is a better way of doing that. And the better way of doing that is using a field set. So here I've got my field set. I'm going to grab actually 2 field sets, and I'm going to copy them out of my field set template, and I'm going to paste them into my HTML form. And once again, I'm going to move them over. Now, since the field set is its own little control, again, to visually make this a little bit easier for me to read, I'm going to tab those in as well. So now I can see my form, I see my input controls, and now I see my field set. My field set is set up, my inputs have been changed so that they add IDs, and those IDs are being used with the 4 attribute of the labels to associate these labels with these input controls. So here I've got a field set, and what the field set is going to do is it's going to put a nice box around it, and instead of this just being a label the way it was in the regular radio checkboxes, just text on a screen, this is actually going to appear in the border of this field set, which is going to hold these controls together. The nice part about this, using the field set, it's got a couple of purposes, not the least of which is to allow you to add styling in your cascading style sheet to your field sets. So in this case, here are my field sets. Just want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go to my web browser. So this is what it looks like without a field set. This is what it looks like with a field set. So you can see that the field set has a nice border around it. The legend appears actually in the border. And now that we've associated these labels with the controls, I can actually click on the labels, and that checks off, which is very good for assistive technologies. So I strongly encourage you to use that method, those attributes of your labels, to associate your labels with your controls. And that's how you use field sets on your HTML forms, and now you can use them on yours.